Okay guys, so the quality is going to get better. This is just to show you. If you guys go here and then click on blank, you guys can do this. All for free. My friends, so this is what I actually do. This is my personal thing that I do. You guys are going to click what I told you to. So you're going to load up a new blank document. It's going to look something like this. First thing you guys are going to want to do is you're going to want to move some of these over. So you just simply click like here. It makes it bigger. So we're going to first start off. Now, give me one moment here as I load up some stuff. Okay, now that we are back, let's get this show on the road here. So this is what I do. First off, we're going to just write in here my bills. Across here, we're going to put estimated bill costs. Across this line, how I pay it. On this line, we're going to enter due date. So this is when your bills are going to be due. And then this is going to be paid. We're going to mark that as paid. And over here, we're going to run our checking balance. Instead of doing it in a little checking book like from the 1900s, checking balance. And then, let's see, we're going to do our savings account. Savings. Now, we're going to make this bigger here. We're going to make this one bigger. We don't need this one as big, so we'll keep it right here. And you're going to play with these a little bit, how big you need it. We're then going to start off with coming over here. We're going to fill it in with a color that's different. This is going to just help it kind of distinguish between different ones. So you can pick whatever colors you guys want to do. You guys can select whatever. It doesn't really matter. You know, you can color code it. You can do the text a different color. Whatever. Again, you can leave it white. Whatever works for your preference. For this, we're just randomly doing a bunch of colors. This color is really off though. And that one kind of blends too much, so we're just going to drop it there. There we go. So now we have these. Now, you're going to write down all of your bills. I recommend skipping a line, so we're going to go to number 3 here. And now you're going to write your bill. So let's say, let's do ELE, which that would be short for electric. We know that. So we would have right there. And you could put, this is monthly. You could have it as monthly if you want. Again, this is for you to play. We do it our own way. You guys can do it your own way, however you want. So we have our ELE. We'll just put electric. That way you guys, don't get confused. Now, what you're going to do is you're going to take your estimated cost, your average cost. So let's say you pay $250 a month. So we're going to do $250 through $300 a month as an estimate. Always figure high. So when it comes to bills, I always overestimate, and when it comes to pay, I underestimate. So I always put, if my bills average $250, I'll always record closer to $275. Just, that's how you always stay ahead. You give yourself a little margin. Now you can put, how do you pay it? Well, let's just say auto checking. So let's just say it automatically comes from our checking account every month, so we don't have to manually pay. We'll just put auto checking. Due date. When is it due by? Let's say the 28th. So we know it's automatically coming out the 28th every single month. Now, this is what you do. When you go down the list, and when you're doing this list, I recommend doing it earliest to last. So let's actually go ahead. You can click this if you want, and we're going to drag this down over here. Now let's say we have a cell phone bill. So we're going to do cell phone. And let's say that bill is $100 a month. How do I pay it? With credit card. Due date, let's just say it's due on the 5th of every month. Okay, we're going to leave it like that. So we got cell phone, $100, and what you can do, you can also add the 100 right there. That way, I always put the $sign in the back. It's just based off of habit. If you need to change the layout of this, you could simply select and go over here. So select over here to the center, and you can have it in the center. So if you want it all in the center, you can do that. To bulk center everything, just click and drag, and then you can click center, so everyone's going to be in the center. Same for all lines. All the lines you can do all that fun stuff for. So let's make sure we're still recording here. Okay, good, good, good. I'm trying to do this quick. It's a little tough, but this is how I budget for free. It's all for free. You don't have to spend a cent for doing this, and it's amazing because you can print this out. You can do all kinds of stuff with this. Share this with your friends, coworkers, whatever you want to do. In fact, I might even add, well, we'll see, because, yeah, we'll see. So, now that we're over here, we got bills. Let's just keep on going. Let's say, gas. Or, well, let's just do natural gas. You guys are kind of getting the idea now. Say $55. Pay with checking account. So we'll set it for pay with checking. And here you can do this now. Now you can lower this and you can expand this. That way everything's all within your frame. We don't need the due date as high, so we could do that. Pay with checking account. That's going to be the 8th. And as you can see, what we're doing here, we're leveling these off by the, beginning of the month bill to the end of the month. So if it's due near the beginning, that goes first. And then it goes up to a bill that's due at the end of the month. That way you keep yourself in check. So let's say we're going to skip a line. Let's say our balance is 5. We have $5,000 in our checking account and savings account. And here we go for this. We can also, if we want to center that, drop that right there. Savings account, let's say we got $1,500 in our savings account. Again, drop this down, center all of this, just like that. And of course, you can add your money signs. You can do whatever you want to do to make it more correct, to make it stand out more. You can also do this. We can highlight everything and we can go into bold. We can make everything bold. Here we can see, let's move this over a little bit. That way everything's all within the line. We could probably drop this a little bit more. And here we go. So you just simply fill this whole thing out. And once you fill it out, you can then go through there. You can also add another line over here. It says our estimate monthly income. And then you could put like right over, I recommend doing it right in this line, because if you put it on this line, it might get a little confusing. So I always do it like this. So let's say our income is $2,500 a month as an example. So you can have your estimate income. So you know there. Now, when you fill out all of your things in here, we could go down the whole list. You would fill out every single bill you guys have. All your bills will get filled out as far down as you have to go. And you'll just enter whatever, everything gets filled in. This whole area gets filled in with everything. Savings, you obviously leave it at that. Let's say you spend some money in your savings. All you have to do is come here and say, let's say we spent $1,500. So we got $1,500. So on your calculator, do $1,500 minus $800. So now we're down to $700. Then you just simply update that as $700 because that's your balance, savings. And you could also do savings balance. As you pay bills, you just simply get your calculator out. If you don't have a calculator, you could do one on your computer or in person. Get your calculator out as you spend. So let's say our checking's at $500. We got our cell phone bill. So that's going to put us at $49. Oh, not $89. I wish. $4,900. So we're going to drop it down. Okay, that bill's paid. Okay, we got $55. So we're going to do $4,900 minus 55. That drops us down to $48.45. So that's going to put us, our balance, drop that down to $48.45. So that's our balance now. And you can see that it's auto updating that money symbol because it recognizes that we used it there. So there's that. And you just keep updating your balance as you pay your bills. And then you go down the list. You know the due date. You know all that stuff. Yada, yada. You go the whole way down. Now, let's say you have some specialty bills. What I like to do is I like to make a line like this. So I click and I drag over. And we're going to go ahead and we're going to separate this by a red line. And now we're going to put underneath here, we're going to put, let's say, let's do special bills. Okay? So now under here we have special bills. We're going to skip a line. And let's say we got car insurance. If you don't pay monthly, you know, I personally, to save money, we pay every 6 months. So car insurance. Now we would have car insurance here. Estimated bill. We would put, you know, let's say every 6 months, just $500. Let's just drop there. And now we could do, how do we pay it? Well, auto checking, because every month they would automatically check, or if you pay it manually, whatever you would select. Due date. Here we'd have our due date. You guys normally know, again, if you have it every month, you would add it up to your monthly. So if it's every month, you get it added up here. Again, you can play with this, make it your own. So let's say it's due November, and so let's see, you'd pay, well, it's probably not going to be November and something else. That would be once a year. So we would do November. Actually, let's just, for the sake of this video, let's do January, and we're going to do a plus July. July. So we're going to Jan plus July, because that's every 6 months. And then we'll have, over here, let's see, bill, that's going to be the due date, and we'll know, you know, you can also add in here, you know, the 5th of July, like, and the 5th of January, it comes. That way you guys know, and you know, $500. Okay, it's $500. You could do times 2. So then you kind of know $500 times 2. Or if it's once a year, you can just do simply $500 times 1. And then you just simply have the month that it's withdrawn. And then you do that for all your bills. You got home insurance, you got taxes, inspection. You got all the stuff that under specialty bills. Then you go over and you write all the stuff down on specialty bills. And again, you kind of customize it to work for you. You know, I have my own way and of doing things. And you guys can also, you can make things bigger too. So let's say you got all this space over here. It's going to depend on your screen size. You can press and hold CTRL, and then your center. Let's see, will it work? No. Is it shift? Okay, there it is. So if you press shift key on your keyboard and hold it in and use the center scroll button on your mouse, you could actually, you can move this around a little bit. And that would allow you to, oh no, it's not doing that. Okay, maybe it's this one. Okay, so it's actually not working on this computer that I'm doing this video. So give me 1 second, guys. Okay, we got it figured out. So if you click up here, then press and hold CTRL, and then use your center mouse button. You can actually make that bigger or smaller. So if you want it zoomed up, you can do it like that by just scrolling as you're or holding CTRL key. It should be like that for most. So if you want it up big, you can do that. Then you could just simply scroll over here. Or if you just want it all on one page, you can simply do that. So you can kind of customize it however you want. So yeah, that's kind of how we do it. And what I like to do here is under paid, we're going to go ahead and we're going to separate this by a line as well. I like to do that as well. So we'll go like that, and we'll drop that by, let's say, orange. That kind of separates stuff. And now let's say paid. Under paid, I like to scroll down like this. I like to make them all green. Now, what I do up here is I put in something called paid already. And I keep that up there. So now what I do is every time I pay one of the bills over on here, you click paid already, press CTRL C. So hold in the button on your keyboard, CTRL. After you click this, so you click this, click that, press CTRL, and then keep holding CTRL in and press the C key, and that copies it. Now I just simply go down on every bill that I pay, paid, paid, paid. So as you pay a bill, you just simply paste it. You can also do copy and then paste with your mouse. So by left clicking and then doing right click and you can do all this stuff too. If you don't want it orange showed up, you can simply just select this as green. So we'll just drop that as green. So that way when you copy, you can have everything green. And if you pay multiple bills, you can just simply select and paste. So you can do, and to paste, you just simply select and press CTRL V. So CTRL plus the C key is copy, CTRL plus the V key is paste. And then every month, once the month is over, let's say, you know, we're in September, let's say it's October, we got all of our bills paid, we'll go ahead here, we highlight just the paid already, and we press the delete key. And that deletes it, and we're ready for the next month. So yeah, it's something that we do just to highlight it. That way you keep track of what's paid and what's not paid. And again, you can play around with this and you can do all kinds of stuff. You can record, you can just play with it. You can add different bills, different stuff. You can highlight different stuff. You know, it's all. Another thing what I like to do is so let's see, if we go under here, you can also do this. So your savings, what we can do is we can drop this down. We can actually click here, and we're going to drag this over here. And we're also going to drag the balance over here, and we're going to drop that over there. And we're also going to highlight this free one. We're going to drop that here. Another thing you guys can do that I like to do here is under paid already. Let's do this here. So you can just move these around as well. Just to, you know, I'm giving you guys examples of stuff. And if you guys want to separate something, you can actually drag one of these that are empty. Click this, and you can push it the whole way far over as possible, and that gives you kind of like a little line, kind of like a separator, so they're not like backed right against each other. And there you got that separator, and you can scroll over here, and you can grab any of them and just drag it the whole way over, and just keep dragging over as you want, and that just creates like a little pillar. Also, what I like to do under paid already, when we scroll down here, let's say we have car insurance. You can actually drag over here, and let's see, we're actually going to lift this up because we want everything in within the border. So we're just going to drag this out a little bit. That way everything looks clean. Now, paid already, what I like to do for the quarterly bills and the bills that are yearly, I simply write paid Jan. So that way I know that I paid it in January already. And then I'll just leave that paid Jan. Now, what I like to do is we can lift this one out further. We can drop this one down to right at the line there. And you can clean this whole thing up, and you can really, really, really make an amazing budgeting spreadsheet. Like, you could really make something truly amazing. And my own personal one is perfect for how I do everything. And something I actually like doing as well is I'll drop this over on my own personal one. So we click and drag, drop it here, drop this down. What I like doing is adding this. This separates stuff as well. So I put this little key. We're going to make sure that's in the center. We're going to go scroll down this whole area. We're going to click, make sure that's in the center. And we're just going to add this key to everything. This kind of gives you a little space. It kind of keeps your brain from saying, oh my word, everything's so clustered, so close together. And you do that for all of your bills. So we're going to drop this as red. I always skip this line right here, so we just go down here. Just all of your bills, and that just kind of separates everything. You can also highlight it, keep it bold, change the color, do whatever you want with it. You can increase the size. So whatever you guys want to do, you guys can easily do. So I like doing that. And again, play with it, have fun with it. And as you guys are starting to see, you can really make an amazing spreadsheet to really get ahead for free. 100% for free, and it really helps you. And you can keep track of your savings in here. You can keep track of everything. So this is just, You can place this wherever you want. So our income, let's say we don't need that. So you click it, drag it, and place it over here. That can be at the far end because that doesn't really change. And you can kind of say, okay, so we kind of get paid $2,000 to $2,750 as a household. So 2,000, 2,750 est. So we can do estimate per month. So now we know we're going to get paid somewhere within the 2,000 to 75 to 2,750 every month. So then we can go down through our bills. And if you want to do like a specialty thing, like little knick-knack bills, I would seriously add every bill that's monthly, your Netflix, your Amazon Prime, everything that's there, just fill up this whole line. Just keep going down as far as you need to go. And you can actually do something that's consolidating. So what you could do is, you got your main bills. Let's say you got all your main bills. You could actually go ahead and you could go and drop another line. And we're just going to go over here. We're going to drop this down as a orange. And now we can say under here, combined, or whatever. You know, whatever you guys want to do, combined. Combined small monthly. So if you didn't want to itemize everything out like Netflix, Amazon, and little service fees, you could just simply do, you know, Netflix, Amazon, Hulu, Diz, and you could just kind of do all this, and then you could do, okay, they're all pretty much due on the same time. So and you can add up the cost. Let's say $150 a month. You could do, I pay auto checking. And now why I say auto checking is because that's where it comes from. So auto checking. If it would come from your credit card, you would do auto credit card, and you can say which credit card. So let's say Capital One. So auto credit card, Capital One. So we know that all of these Amazon, Netflix, all that totals around this price, and you can do 150 to 185, and always figure your lowest number on the high end. That way you are good. Capital One. Now we're gonna open this up so it's all even. So now we know it's automatically every month coming from Capital One, and it's coming on the 28th of the month. And what I recommend doing is going through all your accounts and seeing if you can get the bills all changed for the 28th. That makes everything simpler. So now you have it combined, and you could do that, and you could also throw that up. You could click and drag and throw that up with your regular monthly bills if you want, or you could go down to combined. And again, you play with everything. You can also itemize everything as well. So if you want to itemize things, so instead of saying all these in here, adding up to one big number per month, you could just simply do this. So you could drop this down and do Netflix. We're going to go ahead and you could just take an empty one down here and say Hulu. And then you can just simply click on the number, drag it, drop it up there. You know, whatever you want to put on Hulu, the bill, drop this down to whatever it is, just say $29. And you could go from there and add your numbers, your stuff, and just fill out everything again. And it just keeps everything all in one place. So you're checking, and as you pay your bills, so let's say let's drop it back to our $5,000. Okay, we're paying our cell phone. You're going to take that okay, let's just say 500. Take the $500 minus 100, that puts you at 400. So we're just going to drop this to $400. We can click this, we're going to highlight it, drop it, paid already, and there we go. And every time you do that, you just simply go. So you basically pay the bill, minus it from your balance, record paid already, and just go down the whole line. So the whole line, this next bill, let's say it's due on the 12th. This next bill is going to be the 17th. Next bill is going to be the 22nd. Again, you can put it in the center by going there. Or, okay, so these, we'll just do this here. Drop this, drop this, drop this. And then you go. You just simply add it, and then you pay according to, what comes first. And it really makes things easy, my friends. I really hope this video has helped you. If this video has helped you, please leave a comment, please like, and please share this with your friends. If there's something else, like how to run a budget or others, like other stuff that you need to know about, or you want more information for free, please leave a comment. I want to help everybody. You know, I just like helping people. So there you go. Hope this video has helped you. Again, docs.google.com/spreadsheet. So, okay guys, so the quality is going to get better. This is just to show you. If you guys go here and then click on blank, you guys can do this all for free.